Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. We are continuing a theme today with any luck, anyhow. And that theme is, how do we look at St. Bart's? So let's see here. I did yesterday in the 152. Today we're going to do the Islander. Let's go rotating beacon on. Mixtures and props full forward. External power supply on, master switches on, fuel pumps on, magnetos on left. Let's crack the throttles here. Check the right propeller. The right propeller is clear. Gauge the starter. We got a good start. Throttles are a little bit high. I'll back it off. Oil pressure looking good. Let's check the left propeller. Left propeller's looking good. We got a good start. Manifold pressure looks good. Oil pressure looks good. Magnetos on both. Let's turn the fuel pumps off. Let's close the starter cover there. Let's turn the avionics master on, and I would like it to be clear to everybody that airplane engines do not start that easily. We have, anybody who flies real airplanes, it's starting an airplane engine is not like starting a car engine. You've got all these different steps to take, the magnetos and the fuel pumps and the blah 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 blah, and they're temperamental. They're tough to kind of deal with sometimes. All right, we do have a controller in San Juan Center, so we will put in 118.15, and let's reach out to him and see if he's going to want to talk to us or not. San Juan Center, good afternoon, Anguilla 264.
Anguilla 264, San Juan.
San Juan Center, good afternoon, Anguilla 264. We're on the ground at Anguilla. We'd like to get VFR to St. Bart's, please.
Anguilla 264, runway 11 is in use, Anguilla altimeter. QNH is 1016. Let me know when you're ready for startup.
Alright, 1016 in the QNH, and we are ready for start.
Startup is approved. Call for taxi.
Roger, Anguilla 264. So we'll pretend for a minute here that we didn't already start the engines. I don't know, for some reason down here they like you to call for startup. I'm not quite sure why. But and center, Anguilla 264, ready for taxi.
Anguilla 264, taxi, Holland Point Bravo, runway 11. Let me know when you're ready for departure.
Okay, holding point Bravo for runway 11, and I'll let you know when I'm ready for departure, Anguilla 264. Alright, so that was quick and painless. So let's engage the brakes, let's turn the external power supply off, let's turn our lights on, which we should have done already. Alright, and I think we're good to go. Let's goose the right engine here, spin us around. We have some exciting Anguilla news coming soon, but I'm not quite ready to bring that news to you, so we will do that in a future video. I want that video to be focused exclusively on the cool news that we have about Anguilla, and so I'm going to hold off on doing that. Probably just another day or two. It's going to be soon. And it's going to make my my Anguilla existence here in Microsoft Flight Simulator even more exciting. So let's turn our fuel pumps on. Flaps to takeoff setting. Mixtures and props are full forward. I'll turn the landing light on once we get landing clearance, but let's call San Juan, tell them we're ready to go. And center Anguilla 264 ready for takeoff, runway 11 at Bravo.
Anguilla 264, backtrack, line up and wait.
Roger, Anguilla 264. And actually, center Anguilla 264, I can take an intersection departure here from Bravo.
And then Anguilla 264, wind is 080 to 11 knots, runway 11, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 11, Anguilla 264.
WestJet 2652, Adivaki cleared for the RNAV approach.
Adivaki cleared for the RNAV approach for WestJet 2652.
Alright, so that end of the runway looks clear. Landing light is on. Another beautiful day here in Anguilla. The heading indicator does check with the runway number. So, let's get going. Takeoff power coming in. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. 60, 65, and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Just kidding, we don't have retractable gear. Alright. There is beautiful island of Anguilla. The flaps up here. And looking gorgeous today as always. Alright, flaps are up. Start a turn out here. 1,000 feet AGL. Let's turn the fuel pumps off. Check the fuel pressure. Fuel pressures both look fine. And
Someone said good afternoon, November 162 Delta Echo. On the ground St. Thomas looking for taxi instructions for the VFR departure southbound.
November 162 Delta Echo, San Juan Center, maintain VFR at 5,000, departure is with me, squawk. 6324.
Alright, maintain 5,000. Squawk 6324 and departures with you to another 162 Delta Echo.
Number 162 Delta Echo, read that correct, runway 10, taxi via Alpha, St. Thomas altimeter 2999.
10 via Alpha 162 Delta Echo.
And there is the beautiful island of St. Martin. Let's check out power here real quick. Gotta come back a bit more. I tell you, it never fails. This airplane always wants to climb. Just getting those props synced. You can hear the kind of warble when they aren't synced properly. So,
WestJet 2652, wind 050 at 90 knots, gusting 20, runway 10, clear land. Clear to land, WestJet 2652.
Beautiful day.
Anguilla 264, I totally forgot the area you're in. It goes between Grand Case and St. Barts, but you can monitor Unicom. I just totally forgot what the name of it is.
Anguilla 264, yeah, it's usually just referred to as the VFR corridor. So I will monitor Unicom. Thank you so much for your help today.
It's a corridor, thanks.
Raj. Alright, so let's go over to Unicom 122.8. And just an awesome view of St. Martin today. Not much different than any other day, right? It's always gorgeous around here. And so the whole point here today, so I came and did some touch and goes at St. Barts a couple days ago. And then in the 152, the Cessna 152. Then I came and did landing there yesterday, which went really, really well. I did some calculations of the ground speed and descent angle and all that fun stuff to try to really get an idea of how, instead of, because I kind of feel like I'm guessing at like the altitude I should be at. I know the altitudes I'm supposed to be at. But I realized that when I know the distance between, so there's two islands short of the runway at St. Barts, and one of them is Sugarloaf, which is actually, you can just start to see it right now. It's right there. And Sugarloaf is one of the call points that you make when you're coming in, one of the radio checks when you're coming in. And then there's a smaller island, it's about right there, called Leahy Set, which is where you call short final. And as I learned in my research, yesterday or the day before, this is Forchet. This island right here is Forchet. It's actually privately owned, which I guess in some ways does surprise me. In other ways, it does not surprise me. Got Sabo over there. Anyway, I don't know why the airplane is doing that. So I calculated the distance between these two islands, which is almost exactly 1 mile. It's like 1.03 or 1.06, something like that. And then I calculated the distance from the little island to the threshold of the runway. And that's almost exactly a mile. So basically from here, it's exactly 2 miles to the threshold of the runway. So if it's 2 miles from the threshold of the runway, and you know that you're supposed to be at 1,500 feet at that spot, Sugarloaf, you're supposed to be at 800 feet here, then you can calculate your descent rate. If you're a complete nerd, which apparently I am. And so it gives me now kind of a much more precise idea of what I was doing. So now I kind of feel like I've got a feel for the landing. I've got the numbers, which which really kind of make it all concrete. And then I saw a really great video on YouTube of hold on 1 second. St. Barts traffic, Anguilla 264, Forche inbound 10 St. Barts. And then this video is of a twin otter from Air Antilles landing at St. Barts. And let's go power to 2100. 21 inches rather. Props to 2100. And that video just gave me a great visual picture of how to make this approach. So, kind of feel like I'm putting all these little pieces together. See that wind just out of the east and really pushing today. Alright, let's put in a notch of flaps here. Fuel pumps on. Push the nose down. And so now I really feel like I'm in good shape with this landing. So now we're about to find out. So, St. Barts traffic, Anguilla 264, Sugarloaf inbound 10 St. Barts. Okay. Those approach flaps, the full flaps in, keep the nose down. Props full forward. Mixtures and props are full forward. Flaps are set. Fuel pumps are on. We are ready to rumble. St. Barts traffic, Anguilla 264, short final 10 St. Barts. Ground speed is really pretty slow right now, so we've got a pretty good wind coming at us, so we got to put in a little bit more power to arrest the descent rate. We don't want to descend as fast because our ground speed is low. Good. Start backing off the power a little bit. Back off the power a little bit more. Not quite that much. The power is now out. That, ladies and gentlemen, was not too bad. So, definitely some squirrely wind conditions. But not bad. I mean, the thing that I really like about that is that I knew what was going on the entire time. In other words, like I knew that I was in good shape. I was able to kind of adjust for the ground speed, adjust my descent rate, and I basically, knew what the result was going to be as I was flying that approach, which is nice to feel. So, St. Barts traffic, Anguilla 264, clear of runway 10 St. Barts. Whereas before, like sometimes I'd have a good landing at St. Barts, sometimes I wouldn't, and the good landings you feel good about, but if you don't know why they were good, then not quite sure how useful that is. So, I am quite happy with today's result. Landing could have been a little better. I was a little bit had a little bit of a side load. Did not come down exactly how I wanted to, but that's alright. Alright. Apply the brakes. Mixtures to idle cutoff. Set the parking brake. We'll turn all of our lights off. Avionics master off. Master switch off. And bienvenue. Welcome to St. Barts. Alright. See you guys later.